The Nungwa Traditional Council has insisted that the spouse of Wulomo of Nungwa, Numo Bokete Lawe Churu, the 33rd, Na Yomo Ayemodo, is currently 16 years, contrary to previous reports indicating she was 12 years. The council, during a press conference, provided further details on the marriage between the two individuals. We have more in this report.
A marriage ceremony intended to bring joy to the public has instead stimulated outrage. The union between 63-year-old overlord of the Gandangbe state, Wulomo Shiche, and his 12-year-old wife, Na Okromo, has faced significant criticism. Various institutions, individuals, and civil society organizations, including the Simpi Manche, the Attorney General's Office, Child Rights International, Amnesty International, Africa Education Watch, and others, have expressed disapproval of the marriage. Additionally, Member of Parliament for Medina, Francis Xavier Susu, has petitioned the Criminal Investigations Department to investigate and prosecute the overlord of the Gandangbe state.
I mean, the demand is only one. The demand is that the reports that we have heard, if it is true, violates our laws. It violates the Constitution. It violates the rights of this little child. It violates the Children's Act, and it is criminal, and so he needs to be arrested. And that is consistent with Article 17 of the 1992 Constitution. Because Article 17 says that everyone shall be equal before the law. Whether you are a pastor, you are a Wulomo, you are a chief, you are a Tindana, you are a minister of state, you are a sweeper, everyone is equal before the law. And no one shall be discriminated against on grounds of position or social status. So if he has violated the laws, he must be arrested and prosecuted.
The community leaders defended the actions, arguing that outsiders may not fully understand their customs and traditions.
After the demise of the former occupant, which was over 300 years ago, it fell on Na Okromo, who was prophesied by her birth to take up the mantle as Na Yomo Ayemwede. Na Okromo remained in her mother's womb for about 2 years before her birth. Through the interventions of the Gbobu deities, she was delivered and consecrated. She sat without walking for 2 years. Through divine interventions, consultations, and prayer to the Gbobu deity, she stood to walk. This makes her a mystery child. She has been preserved in maintaining her virginity till now to assume her role as Na Yomo Ayemwede, which she began 6 years ago. She was chosen by the Gbobu deity for this role. Events that unfold on Saturday saw some excesses, like all other events, of which verbal misrepresentation and other exaggerations by some people who took over the microphone after the actual MC is done with the presentation. We wish to debunk and disassociate ourselves from this misrepresentation and over-exaggeration, which without doubt are the cause of this disaffection.
The council refuted the claim that the girl is 12 years old, asserting that she is instead 16 years of age.
The girl in question is actually 16 years old. We accept and agree that by the constitution of the land, she is underage, but she is not married to the Gbobu Wulomo as it is being stated. That is not the issue.
Meanwhile, the Ghana Police Service has located the 16-year-old girl in question in Nungwa and placed there under police protection. However, the Nungwa Traditional Council issued a stern warning stating that any mistreatment of their queen by the police would not be tolerated.
Statement from the police that the young lady who is our queen is under police protection. Therefore, if the police have remarked that she is under police protection, where again do you want to find her? But we are telling the world that she is our royal. And if the police are saying they are taking care of her, then the police must be reminded that whatever happens to her, then traditionally we will deal with the police. People are speculating that Bobu Wulomo has married a younger woman below age. Please, press, we lay it before you. Because most of these unacceptable statements here and there are from the telephones of people who classify themselves as
social
media.
Bloggers.
And bloggers. Wait until we clarify ourselves and get out of this mess. And we are going to, without mincing words, all those that have denigrated the image of the Babu Wulomo and those persons behind the scenes that want to destroy the integrity and the social well-being and again the tradition of the Gadangbe people, we will deal with them. Because Gadangbe, we have an identity. And our identity has much to do with the worship of our deities and our spirits. If our spirits are doing things with us, we deal with our spirits. If you are not part of us, you cannot decide for us.
The Nungwa Traditional Council has stated that the overlord of the Gadangbe state, that is Wulomo Bokete Lawechu the 33rd, will not violate the rights of his 16-year-old Astu wife, Nayomo Ayemoide. Now, they also want the police to handle the Astu queen with care. If not, they will retaliate. Reporting for Citi News, Akosia Ochre.